Hi everyone, welcome to this weekly reading. So this is going to be a pick a pile. Pile number 1 is going to be a coffee cup reading. Pile number 2 is going to be a candle wax reading on paper. You can pause this video till you decide which pile you'd like to pick. You can also choose to listen to both the piles and take whatever messages resonate with you. This is going to be for the week of the 28th of April to the 4th of May. Okay, so I'm going to be back with pile number 1, which will be the coffee cup. Welcome pile number 1. This is going to be your weekly reading for the 28th of April to the 4th of May. So I'm getting a relationship or something being only one-sided. This could even be a friendship, or I'm getting something imbalanced wherein maybe you're giving more to your partner than you're receiving, or this could even be the other way around. It's something like you're putting in more effort in a relationship versus the other person. I also heard third party situation, so you may be in a relationship where there's something else as well. Something is unfair or unjust. I'm also seeing a person over here looking up at the sun, like looking for the light. Or wondering like when are the good times going to come. Okay, or you're looking to be free from this unjust situation. This could be something at work as well. This could be also your personal life. I'm just hearing a lot of turmoil. This is something that has been going on for a very long time. I'm also seeing a lot of people involved. You could be in talks with a lot of people regarding a particular situation. Maybe you're asking for advice, maybe you're seeking help regarding how to solve this particular matter. I'm hearing help is on the way. For someone, I'm hearing the next 2 to 3 months would be very crucial, especially regarding money matters. I'm seeing the letter X. I'm also seeing the letter K. The letter K though is inverted, it's in reverse. So if you know someone with the letter K, maybe there's an issue with this particular person. The letter V, the letter J, left shoulder pain, or something about the left side of the body. This could also be pain radiating from the head downwards, or even the left leg for that matter. I'm hearing there are a lot of layers to something. So whatever this issue is, it's not very plain and simple to resolve. People may think, or you may be wondering why something is taking so long to get resolved, but I'm hearing there are a lot of layers that need to be cleared. It's like the root of the problem may be very simple, but there's a lot of other issues or complications within this particular situation. I just heard empty vessels make the most noise, which means there are a lot of people who may say things, but their actions may not really be aligned with what they are saying. You know, there are a lot of people who just like to talk, but that's all that they do. They just talk. There is no definitive action. I'm hearing be careful of whom you trust, or be careful of the expectations that you have from people or this particular person. Empty promises. I'm seeing a bird, but I'm also seeing empty eggs. So this gives me an energy of maybe a miscarriage or something to do with a young child. I just heard missing child. Somebody young, okay, it could be between 8 to 10 years. I'm getting Scorpio energy. I'm also seeing a fox, but I'm seeing a fox that is sleeping. So there's somebody who's dormant, okay. By dormant, I mean like a volcano that is just sleeping, a volcano that is dormant, but there are chances of, you know, something erupting. So what's the message here, Spirit? Okay, so just because someone is lying low, don't think that or don't forgive someone easily, because if someone's made a mistake once, they are capable of making it again. That's the message I'm getting. See, you can forgive somebody, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you forget what they did. Okay, so don't give someone a second chance where you are the one allowing them to hurt you again. Again, use your own discretion with these readings, because this will apply differently for different situations in your life. It's like sometimes, you know, we give people the benefit of doubt, which is good. You know, you're doing it because of your good nature, but you also have to be realistic. You also have to be aware about the repercussions of whatever you choose to do. I just heard over forgiving is also an act of being a people pleaser. So what I'm being asked to ask you is, look at the reason why you want to forgive someone, or why you feel this need to forgive someone. What is your actual intention with that? Are you really doing it because you really want to forgive them, or are you doing it because you want to feel like you're a good person? Okay, it's a very thin line, but you'll get it. Spirit is just saying that deep down you know. Okay, so just be true to yourself about why you're taking or doing certain actions. I'm getting something which seems to be in Hebrew. I don't know if this is a script, if this is a holy book. Maybe someone's taking a spiritual trip or retreat. I'm seeing a lot of faces here. I see that a lot of faces of people, the true intentions of people are coming to the surface. You're now beginning to see them in daylight, okay, very clearly. And you are also processing this information. For somebody specific, there may be one particular person that it was a revelation that may have really shocked you. Okay, like it's the people you least expected from. That's the energy that I'm getting. I'm also hearing something like a convergence. Okay, something coming together. I don't have any more clarity with that. That's the only message that came through. I heard take care of energy leaks, take care of your aura. Be very mindful whom you spend your time with. Again, don't overgive, don't overshare. Trust, but don't go over the, over the line. So something here about learning how to maintain your boundaries, even with people that are close to you. So learning to be a master of judgment. Before I even, open the cup, I got an image of the saucer, which was literally like this. And I'm hearing something like the ozone layer, it's like a shield between us and, the others. So be careful of these not aura, but how do I call it? Yeah, like energy leaks is what I'm getting. Don't be someone who is very easily accessible to people. Another thing I'm hearing, when we constantly also think about another person, that is not very pleasant. Us thinking about them is also attracting them in a way. So that could also be another reason. Okay, maybe you are, what I'm getting, you're not in direct contact with this person, but just the fact that you keep thinking about them also requires you to weaken your energy field. Okay, because you're attracting that low vibrational energy towards you. I hope that makes sense. I'm seeing something like a desert, a fort, or a temple up on a high hill. So I think we also got the message of a spiritual retreat. Okay, this could also just be going into hermit mode for some time, or just taking some time off. I'm seeing a rabbit and an egg. This could be like the cosmic egg, which means, I would say, like the potential, the seed. I'm also hearing the womb. The womb is like the source of creation. It's also a portal. Let's look into what this rabbit means later. This is the Archangel Michael deck. I keep hearing back pain or lower back pain. Okay, 2 wanted to come out. Okay, they fell out, so I'm just going to take these. Okay. We have quite a few. What is the rabbit about? If you're feeling emotionally drained, that's the question I'm getting. If you're feeling emotionally drained, because there's so much about aura leaks and energy field, okay, it could be due to this person, okay, someone who's just being very egoistic, or someone who's very dominating, or someone who's just trying to pull your energy. And I'm just hearing, like, fill your own cup first. Don't give to people that cannot reciprocate. Again, it's this energy of overgiving, oversharing. Take care of your resources. It's draining you. And maybe that's why there's this body ache and fatigue. I just get this person as someone who's very selfish, has a lot of selfish desires and motives. Someone who would be draining you, not just mentally, but also like financially. It's affecting your health. It's affecting your ability to think clearly. Very manipulative. Let me just get the advice. Happiness starts from within. Charity begins at home. Start again by filling your own cup. You need to find your own grounding, your own footing first before giving to someone else. If you're unhappy, you can't make someone else happy. It's like getting into a relationship when you yourself are not happy. Eventually, it's going to crumble. Or you think that, if I'm with someone else, that person will make up for my feeling unhappy. It doesn't work like that. It's not balanced. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. I'm just seeing like someone running on empty or overgiving. It's going into an extreme. I'm also hearing, this could be specific, but something like a very clingy energy. Like someone who's not happy or someone who lacks love, and then they find that first person and they go overboard with that person. It's sort of like trying to overcompensate. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. I'm gonna start with, what should we do? Let's do the tea leaves first. So we have the tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. I also heard fighting for survival. Fighting for survival. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. Yeah. Maybe so you're actually going on a spiritual retreat, or maybe you are choosing to delve deeper, or maybe you're taking up deeper study into spirituality or metaphysics. Months of the year, we have March. This could also be next year. Butterfly, a change for the better. Chair empty, someone is leaving your life. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. There's a lot to do with spirituality. 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. The lion, time to act. We have quill with get back to the basics. A broom with new home and new attitude. We have a vase with a secret admirer. Bread, a period of prosperity and abundance. Hat, you will be playing a different role. For someone, I feel in a relationship that something is going to change. It's like, where I'm just giving an example, like as a woman, maybe like you are going to take on the responsibilities, or maybe you're going to be like the one wearing the pants in the relationship. Just an example, take it how it applies. Playing a different role could also be like a promotion or something different at work, okay, or moving from one vertical to another. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. We have the astral house of wealth, love that. And we have chain, a chain of events that will affect your life. Okay, this is the Archangel Michael deck, which is number 32. The way forward is open. You are not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. There's this energy of someone just feeling very trapped. I don't know if this is in a relationship, in a marriage, at a work situation, or some family, or something personal, but there's something, which is just making you feel very trapped and closed, as if like there's just no way out. And let's see. Meditation brings answers. So maybe, like I said, for somebody this could be going into hermit mode for a bit, taking some time out for yourself, maybe meditation, or just sitting alone by yourself. Okay. Another thing you could do is just sit by yourself, take a journal. You don't have to necessarily intentionally write anything, but just take a notepad, take a pen, and whatever comes through, just keep writing it. It doesn't have to make sense, okay? And the other thing is, if you believe. So anything is possible if you believe and if you allow, okay? Alright, group number 1, that was your reading. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, take care. Welcome, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading for those of you who chose this candle wax on paper. This is going to be for the week of 28th of April to the 4th of May. Okay, what do you need to know? First thing I heard was like a family growing, so maybe you're pregnant or you're going to be hearing some good news regarding someone else having a child. Expansion in business. I'm also seeing something like a rocket or a spaceship, so some idea or project taking off and doing extremely well. If this is a business thing, then I'm hearing it will take a year to 2 to kind of settle completely. But it's like a very steady upward progress, which is great. I also heard there could be a new addition to the family. So if this is not a child, it could also be a pet. So if you've been thinking of getting a dog or a cat, I just heard a parrot as well. I just thought slow and steady wins the race. So if you're launching something, if you're doing something, it's about not expecting like instant results. As long as it's going steady and continuously growing, it's a good sign. Okay, so don't get disillusioned, or don't get sad with, you know, why are things not moving quickly. Establishing yourself, it takes a while. Okay, I also heard, like, you know, from the time a child is born, like you keep nourishing it, feeding it, and that's how it grows. It's like a plant. You keep watering it, you know, giving it the right environment, and it grows into a beautiful plant or a flower. So don't be impatient. That's the message here. I'm getting the letter Y. For some, this could be a proposal, or you may meet somebody with the letter Y. This could also be your name. For some, this could be a wedding in the family as well. I also heard the letter V. For some of you that are dating and looking to get married, it's I'm just hearing a very prosperous time and a beautiful relationship, a beautiful journey that you're about to embark upon. I'm hearing good times ahead, a lot of celebrations. For some, a family holiday. I just heard Alaska, something up north. Something about the northern lights. I'm also seeing something like a spanner, so this could be fixing things. Literally, it would mean, you know, fixing things in your house. Metaphorically, it would be fixing certain things in your life. Which would mean changing your habits, or, you know, something to do with your routine. Your sleep schedule, maybe the foods that you're consuming. This pile has a very beautiful, slow and steady energy. It's quite smooth, happy, calm. It's sort of like the graph, ups and downs, but still moving forward. So it's good, is what I'm getting. Just this pile just needs to be patient. Something to do with geriatrics. So maybe you either work in an old age home, or you do some services or charity for older people. Okay, maybe you are like a physiotherapist, or maybe you're into some sort of therapy for older people. Okay, you could be doing this as a service, or maybe you're like a medical practitioner, or maybe you would like to open an old age home. Okay, so something about service. You may also be looking for donations. On the whole, I get like you're good, but sometimes your mind seems to get a little scattered from time to time. But you also come back pretty soon. Something about art is significant here. Maybe if you're a painter, an artist, maybe you're more into abstract art. And I was also hearing murals, murals. Or you could also be somebody that takes little pieces and puts them together to create art. You know, this could be like for a wall or like different tiles. I'm hearing a convention that you would be attending. I'm seeing people collaborating together, or there is some sort of event where a lot of people regarding what you're doing in terms of work could be coming together. There could be some like, you know, a business event or something. Maybe it's for promotions, marketing, or people coming together and sharing their ideas. There's a lot of creative energy that I'm sensing here. You could also be a curator, someone that organizes different events. Media could be very significant for this pile. Media or journalism. You could also be a public speaker. You may be having your own platform. You could probably have your own YouTube channel. Something about education and health is also significant here. Maybe you speak to people, or maybe you go to certain rural areas and educate young children or people that are not that educated about health, about education, about various topics. I think I'll put it here. A little clumsy today. So taking the Archangel Michael deck. And this one. Pile number 2, what do you need to know? I'm going to start with the tea leaves. Please excuse this mess. Basket. Recognition and reward for merit. I think work-wise, like there's something really amazing that you're doing, and you know, it could also be like recognition for that as well. Something that kind of This went out of my mind. Anyways, something like employee of the year, something along those lines could also be there. But otherwise, work wise, I think it's a very good prosperous time. Angel, spiritual guidance and protection from harm. You have Turkey, with someone is behaving stupidly. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. A cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. You know how I said from time to time you kind of get scattered, but then you come back again. So yeah, there's something I want to say about this. I'll come back to that. Diamond, you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. Then you have the astral house of success. I'm telling you, work wise, it's really amazing. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. And lastly, you have mountain road. You are on the road to success. Was it your pile that I said I saw? No, this was the earlier pile. Okay, so anyways, this is mountain road. You're on the road to success. Yeah, with this I wanted to say that, see, you have spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Sometimes what happens when you're doing really well, okay, whichever area of your life and work as well, there are people sometimes who feel jealous. And I also feel from time to time, because you are so spiritual, you tend to pick that up, you tend to pick up that energy, and those may be the moments that you kind of feel like a downer. But once that energy dissipates, you're back on the road again, you're back on track again. Okay, so something to do with rather awareness. Okay, being aware that when you start feeling down, just remember that you just could be picking up people's energies, people's vibes. Okay, a lot of times people, when they're jealous, they tend to throw this sort of negative energy at you so that they can slow you down, or they're just trying to create hindrances for you. That's the time to be aware that you don't get sucked into that vortex. Okay, let's see, what does Archangel Michael have to say? Yeah, number 25, put your creative energy into action. Didn't I say this for this group? There's a lot of creative energy. So put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. And why I'm stressing on this creative energy into action is because of the same reason, that when you start to feel low, okay, because you're probably picking up and perceiving other people's jealousy or negativity, this creative energy, if it's not utilized properly, it can start becoming very destructive, and we then use this creative energy against us. Okay, so for some it says choose a new direction, and if this is not literally choosing a new direction as in a new career or something else, it could just be choosing to do something differently. Remain positive. I don't need to say anything more, right? It's pretty much self-explanatory. Alright, group number 2, that was your reading. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, take care.